real steady.
Actually, on the lap. You're sitting. Did you wait?
No.
It would be her.
Abby, isn't Jeremy on the other side?
Where am I?
I'm going to show you. Ow! All right, Bernie. He's actually going to sit on your lap. No? Okay. Do we have the apple box?
You put your shoulder.
Right
I had a mic cord stick on the outside. I don't think you'll be able to see it all the way back here. My name is, in Willingboro, my name is David Bradley. I grew up in Pennypacker Park. In the entertainment industry, everybody knows me as D. Brad. But my name is David K4L. But then again, tomorrow y'all may see me, I may say something else different, because that's just how I get down. This is how I do. Because, you know, we black, we melanated people. See, we are undefined and uncontrollable. And just to go off on a little tangent, I think my own opinion is that's what gets us as black folks caught up in trouble, because we keep trying to define ourselves, and especially defining ourselves based off the construct of someone else who is attempting to be us. All right, now, I have a documentary called Confessions of a BET Producer. So I always like to, if I'm going to name what I do, is called Confessions of a BET Producer. And what I'm going to do is keep this really short and in the capsule, because I love listening to my man Black Dot, what he brings to the table. I'm just a dude that actually put a lot of this work into plan. I started interning at MTV in 1997 through 98. And this was in I think about 1998 actually is when I had my major first experience. Every day all the white people at MTV would sit around between the hours of 3:30 and 5 o'clock and watch BET. Finally one day I walked up to him, I said, hey, I don't even watch BET. Why are y'all sitting around watching this? Every white person turned and looked at me and said, hey, this is how we tell what black America's watching, what black America's doing. And I watched this go on for the whole semester. Every day like clockwork, it'd be 20 some odd white people sitting around one television watching Rap City, watching a little bit of Video Soul, then they would go about their business. Well, fortunately for me, the next year I was hired right out of college to work at BET on a show called By the Book. And I brought that technology with me over to the black television station. And to make a long story short, just to run down my resume really quickly, I created that show called Spring Bling. Artists like Eve, I helped create that image that we see of her now. Even after I left BET, I was Dave Chappelle's stand-in, so I saw everything that happened with him. And to really capitalize it even more, basically, since 1997, whatever has happened in urban America as far as the perception on television and film, I was basically the fly on the wall. That's why this brother is so correct. There you go, was so correct when he says we are at war. And I know it's somewhat difficult to believe that a war can be anything other than physical, but it is. This is why the civil rights techniques don't work anymore. This is why black people march and it gets no real headway. Because believe you me, that Gen 6 march meant nothing. They were going to let that dude out anyway. As a matter of fact, they didn't even let him out when they marched. They let him out a week or so later. You know, even a lot of these groups now that protest BET, what they have to understand is this was a plan. And how do I know? Because I was a part of it. I helped implement this plan. It's just at the time, I was naive. I didn't know. To me, it was just, I grew up in the golden age of hip hop. So to tell me, you pay me $200, $250 a day, sit around and talk about rap music, listen to rap music, hang out with rappers, well, hell, I'd have done that for free. So for me and the fellas around me, it was all fun, but we did not know that we were a part of a system. And my vice president would always tell me, he would always pull me out from the bunch and say, D. Brad, look at the big picture. I thought the big picture was black America. I had no idea that the big picture was being a part of this system, because it's not even really about color per se. It's not even really about the white boy hates black people. Because the average white person is just ignorant, and even more ignorant than we think the average black person is. Because they really believe that foolishness. They don't have anything to show them that they're superior. So whereas black people that believe that decadence, sometimes we look out in the street, sometimes you have to ask yourself, do we really come from Egyptians with the way that black folks be acting? So I can understand that. But that's the one thing we need to understand, that this is more of a war on black people because of perception. This man has to write himself into world history. Like everything we do today, we read the Bibles, the Qurans, whatever we read that's religious text. If you have any common sense, you know that you're reading about black people. No one should have to tell you that. We're reading about black people. Well, this age is over. This life cycle is done. And when the new one starts, what has to happen is he has to write himself into the history of the world. And how he does it is visually. See, our parents, our ancestors wrote in walls and wrote in stone. The white boy uses film, television, DVDs, CDs. They don't use records anymore, none of that stuff. You understand? They use visual implementation of a certain psyche. So when you wonder why you see so many young black gay males today, it's because it's literally sorcery that's done. And how do I know? Because I did it, but I did it from a different perspective. When I first put Eve on television, it took her out of the Rough Riders jersey and all the rough tomboyish attire. I made everyone think that she was talented. I made the viewing public think Eve was viable. But we all know Eve is not a great rapper. She's not a great actress. None of that. But somehow she became a star. Why? Because the people believed it, because I knew from what I was watching the white people do on MTV that people believe what they see on television. There's even a commercial on right now that they basically tell you the trickery that goes on. My man is what's the film? Semi-Pro. Will Ferrell. Listen to his deodorant commercial and what he says. This is what is done in television and film. He tells you that something about 300 sweat glands or pores. He said, I don't know if that's the actual fact. But then 30 seconds later, he tells you, but use this deodorant and you'll close all the 300 pores, and that's a fact. You understand? And I've watched. A lot of black folks also don't want to believe that yes, there is a room of people that sit and conspire. And then once again, how do I know? Because I was sitting in the room half the time. And some of the stuff that I would hear these black folks say would blow my mind. Yes, I have heard BET executives say that the BET audience is not that intelligent. Right in my face. Intelligent. Right in my face. One of the glaring examples I use is that there's a brother named Cousin Jeff. He's the resident conscious black man on BET. He did a week-long series on the word nigger and how it was just derogatory, ABC and D. I happened to watch, and I cannot recall the brother's name, and I love giving him credit. It was a documentary called Africans in Asia. Do you know the brother's name?
Eugene Adams.
Eugene Adams. I think everybody black should watch Africans in Asia. I stepped to this brother. I'm like, yo, I'm like a born-again Christian. Yo, Jeff, I got the black people that really, niggas don't really mean ignorance, this, that, and the other. Jeff looked me up and down. He said, D. Brad, I know that. I said, well, dog, you just did a whole series about the word meaning ignorant. He said, yeah, but black America's not ready for that yet. You understand? What happens in television and film that we all rely on so much is that those in power know that if they attack our 5 senses, our 5 carnal senses, and which basically all lead to some form of physical pleasure. We get off work, we tired. So I'm going to turn on reality television, which ain't reality because I worked on the #1 reality show in America for 2 straight years, and I know for a fact that there were plenty of times they said, okay, cut that. Now, when you come up this time, act like you didn't see the car. I've shot it. I've sat there and watched. You understand? So it's not even reality television. But they understand that majority of us, whether we like it or not, are lazy as hell. On a spiritual level. We think because we work 3 jobs that, nah, I'm not lazy. But spiritually, psychologically, the masses are lazy. It ain't just a black thing. It's just that the reason why black America gets it is because we are the beginning and the end. So therefore, we are all that everything encompasses. So a majority of the decadence we see, we had to give the white boy permission to do it. Because they're not even, from the studies that I've done, just being in such an infrastructure like BET, and I still work in the film and television industry, and I have actors that we see on TV every day that are my friends, and I'm in their homes, and I know that they ain't got no money. I've been over rappers' cribs that will go on MTV cribs talking crazy, and I've been in their house like, word, you living a little bit better than me, because it's all based off perception. Even going back to what the brother talked about with the homosexuality with the rap, here's the kicker. It's not that the rappers are gay. That's not it. That's a misconception. What it is, it's about control. See, that's what makes it, that's why you see so many buffoons nowadays in television and film, doing things that we know are like, wow, Jamie Foxx, you would say that? Wow, Jay-Z, you would actually sit there and do an anti-Semitic commercial? Because they're in a bind, because see, Jay-Z's not gay. I'll use him as an example. He's not gay. But once you reach a certain level within that weapon of mass destruction, you have to give something up. There's something that you're going to give up because you got to be down with that crew. And how do I know? Because it happened to me. That is why I'm standing here talking right now. I reached a certain level in that station. I was the only producer to ever come as a new kid and create a multi-million-dollar revenue generating show. I was the only producer in there that artists would come and be like, oh, I need D. Brad to do my show, or that actually helped create an image for artists. So it reached a certain point where now it's time for them to introduce me to the inner workings of this monster that's created. And that's why nowadays we see people caught up on secret societies, but it ain't no secret if everybody's talking about it. You know, and everybody talks about the Skull and Bones, A, B, C, and D, because that's old news. You feel what I'm saying? What's happening is it was passed down to to everyone in the urban industry. So now you have a rapper who will get turned out by a high-ranking label exec because, well, what you gonna do? I mean, if I want to be a rapper and I walk in the label exec tells me that this is what I need to do for him because, hey, he put my album on when I really wasn't that talented. But they pushed me because they saw that I was something that they could sell. So when you bring me in a room and there's my favorite rapper right there who's in the same room, so that must mean he must have committed the same gay act as I did. So at the end of the day, depending on where your level is within yourself, you go do it. And it's easy for those of us to sit back and say you wouldn't do it. But the majority of us, and I know it's going to be kind of harsh, but the majority of us will never fulfill our dreams. So we'll never be in a position to say what we would or would not do. You understand what I'm saying? We'll never be in that position. Because before I got there, I would say the same thing until I got there. You understand? So I literally lived the devil taking me to the mountain and saying, you can either go to the left, you can have all of this. And I was there. It was ritualistically done. The vice president sent his right-hand man to me 3 straight weekends. They do everything in threes. 3 weekends in a row. Hey, D. Brad, let's go hang out. And every weekend, he kept beating me in the head. Get rid of this Rap City, man. You can do more than Rap City, D. Brad. You can do more than you need to come with us. Then the 3rd night, it was the vice president's birthday. They picked me up in a long white stretch limo. We go to Joe's Uptown, up in the Bronx in New York. We go to the joint, we hanging in VIP. Get me everything I want. Then every time we hung out, it was the same way. Then they bring me to the back room. And in the back room, they have this long table with a white sheet set out. I mean, beautiful thing. Looked like the damn Last Supper. On one end is Derek Jeter. There's Stephon Marbury. There's Fat Joe. And I'm chilling. But the whole night, the vice president is on me like this. I'm trying to talk to the model chicks. He's like, nah, D. Brad, come on, sit right here. So then we party. But I'm not a drinker. So if I don't get unnecessary spirits inside of me. We get inside the limo. He drops his right-hand man off quickly. We're in the car, the man standing across looking at me like I owe him something now. And I know the look because when I was young, I had the same look for women that I took out. So I know the look, and I know the energy. And while he's doing that, he's sitting there with his legs spread open, rubbing his balls. Now, I'm in a situation where I'm like, no, what am I going to do? This is my vice president, this is my boss. But the problem is, I was just raised differently. You understand what I'm saying? I was brought up differently. So for me, I had to turn that away. But what the hell that I caught after that, this is why I don't come down on those who buffoon and sell out, because everybody ain't built for this war. Everybody's not built for that. I've been homeless. I've had my name destroyed. You understand? I've had to walk with my head up when I've been dead ass broke. He ain't seen me for like a year because I wasn't coming home when I was broke like that. I was ashamed of myself. I went from being a man to nothing because I would not cross over. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I want to get out the way in the beginning, because we come down hard on people. But if you've never been there, I went from making $100,000 a year with no kids to making nothing. You understand? To work at minimum wage jobs. So the reality of it all is, it's tough. And we are in a psychological war. And that's what television is. That's the weapon of mass destruction, is television. And everyone knows that. Why? Because where do we get the term weapon of mass destruction from? Television. So like my man said, really the reality of it is, I'm going to drop it at this because I love listening to Black Dot, so I'm being selfish, y'all. But the reality of it all is this. As a television producer who was Dave Chappelle's stand-in, which means I did his rehearsals season 1 and 2 of Chappelle's show, I saw what happened to Dave. Dave used to give me advice all the time. And one of the key things he told me was, no matter how much money they offer you, and he said they, as he pointed in my chest, he said, never forget who you are or where you come from. And he walked away from me. And I didn't get it at the time until the nigga left. Then I said, oh. And him and Charlie Murphy would tell me the same things all the time. And then I got it. This is a war. And these cats are sorcerers. And we need to take, and I know the words magic and sorcery takes people to make you think that I'm talking about the Eastwick Chronicles or Harry Potter, but this is real because it's affecting our babies. So when they see all these signs visually that say 75% of the new HIV cases in New York are blacks and Latinos, it gives them the impression that everybody black and Latino is HIV positive, had AIDS. And I tell people all the time, I'm 35, I ain't never been to an AIDS funeral. So right there, that statistic has to drop. And I don't even know nobody in the last 10 years that's been to an AIDS funeral in my personal life. So according to the statistics, we all should be dead. Shouldn't nobody be sitting here? You understand? I had a young sister trying to force me this AIDS. I said, yo, you work for the I said, let me ask you a question. How old are you? She said, I'm 24. I said, when's the last AIDS funeral you been to? She was like, oh, I've never been to one. I said, what the hell are you handing me this flyer for? Well, you understand? So this is all, it's wordplay. That's why I love how my man brought it in, because it's the truth. And he makes my job easier because I ain't got to talk a whole lot. That this is sorcery. So the bottom line is, people gonna call you a hater. They're gonna say, oh, you're always playing devil's advocate. But I would suggest that everything you see on television and you read and you hear on that radio, hate on it. And the purpose of knowing about Jay-Z and a lot of these rap artists in the secret societies is not really to obsess over it, because the magical way to dead all of that is to ignore it. It doesn't exist. Like I have a saying, to me, pigs, cops don't exist. Because when I see a pig, I see a person. I don't see a cop. And then that's if I even look at them. I've done crazy stuff in front of cops in New York and walk right on past and watch them get someone else, because they don't exist. So therefore, that's how you counteract the magic. You understand? And then one last point I want to make, that one of the biggest things black folks need to realize too, I think it's past the age to keep looking at the white boy. What's holding black people back is there's a small group of black people in America that have all the money, they have all the power. I don't mean that are rich, I'm talking about that are wealthy. There's a big difference. They have all the money and the power that control everything as far as when it hits the black community. And they're called the Boule. And brother Steve Coakley is where I got a lot of my research from, and as well as my brother Bobby Hemmett and daggone, I forget my man's name who wrote this. And say his name for me again. There we go, my man too. And understand, it ain't just. And now it's going, and a lot of it started, I think it was May 1st, 1904, I think, was the first, it was called, what is it called, Psi, whatever, look it up, Sigma, whatever, exactly. And it extended to this day, and I think W.E.B. Du Bois brought a lot on it when he had his talented 10th theory, because he was adamantly against what Marcus Garvey was talking about, when Marcus was like, let's get up out of here and go back to Africa. You know, so what happens is, in this day and age, we have a new kind of Boule. Because even a lot of these Boule members that were in control went to Ivy League schools. Well, I'm going to hit you with this. The CEO of BET and the vice president that I had my running both graduated from Brown University. So that said it all. When I found that, I said, well, damn, no wonder. You understand? And the Boule ain't really just all about those people that have a lot of money, or the educated blacks. Like, in my humble opinion, I say someone like Frank Lucas. Now I'm looking in the camera. Like Frank Lucas, who they made this American gangster film, is Boule. Why? Because there's a difference between Nicky Barnes and Frank Lucas. Nicky Barnes really actually sold drugs in the context of what we think a drug dealer would do. I go to the house in Miami and I meet with Pablo, or I'm on the corner in the back of some building. Meanwhile, Frank Lucas sat in a building with probably no windows with 3 white boys, talking about what they were going to bring into this country. Big difference. And that is what hinders us a lot. So every time Bill Cosby gets up and says something negative about black folks, Boule. Every time Oprah Winfrey says, oh, I'm going to open up a school in South Africa and these kids in Chicago are crazy, Boule. You understand what I'm saying? All of this stuff we need to look into. Politics as well. Barack Obama is damn related to Dick Cheney, which is crazy because I say to black people, they act like, so what? Which is amazing to me. So I'm not really into politics, but I'm into WWE wrestling, which is pretty much the same thing. Batista, Undertaker, you know, Clinton, Barack Obama, it's all the same thing. So the reality of it is that whatever's being given, hate on it. I encourage people in 2008 to hate everything. If I hate on what I'm saying, hate, be selfish, be angry. People say, oh, don't be angry, don't be mad. Why? I encourage anger. I'm an angry guy sometimes. You understand? And I encourage that, because when you get angry, you're going to move on it. When you really get tired of having to go to work 9 to 5 every day, you're going to start to question things. When you really get tired of paying them taxes, you're going to start to be like, why am I paying these taxes? Because really, according to their constitution, all the people that got to pay taxes in this country is a state lawman, a congressman. all that, so it ain't really us. So when we get tired of it, and that's why I encourage people, get angry. I think anger is a wonderful thing. I wake up angry sometimes, but I feel great. And I ain't gray, my skin ain't all messed up, so don't tell me that.
The rumors have been floating around for years now, the so-called gay and homosexual rituals in the music industry, and predominantly in the hip-hop genre. Why the hip-hop industry, some may ask? Because hip-hop is, or was, the ultra-macho, alpha male, braggadocious music genre, and wasn't scared to speak out against the government, the police, and authorities. Many of us have looked up to people like KRS-One, Grandmaster Flash, MC Shan, LL Cool J, only to realize that these people ain't shit. The people who stayed true to themselves and others have faded out, never to be seen again. The ones that crave the fame and wealth are getting pimped by promoting negative music and or by performing blood sacrifices and homosexual rituals. Numerous people within the industry have come forward and have been blacklisted from the industry for speaking out against such rituals. Even people like 50 Cent have implied that Rick Ross, P. Diddy, amongst others, have some secret gay situation going on. Look at how 50 Cent has been thrown to the side, a guy that sold millions upon millions of albums. Not many artists have had an impact on the music industry and pop culture like 50 Cent. Even though he's continued to keep relevant by being featured in movies and has a loyal fan base, he has been pushed to the side and has not been given that spotlight that the music industry had once put on him. People like Cassidy, Fat Joe, Mano, Jazzo have all spoken out against what really goes on in the industry.
These niggas is garbage, man. They can't really rap. They not really in the streets. They not really piecing up no real bars. They not really doing the shit they say they do in these raps. The only reason why you probably hearing them on the radio a lot and seeing their video a lot is because they got like little weird situations with niggas. I don't know if it's like a homosexual situation, some believing in the devil type situation, some going against the grain situation. Niggas be doing any and everything they gotta do to get in position. I'm not willing to do that, so you might not hear me on the radio as much, but I respect myself and I get respect in the streets. That's why I go anywhere I wanna go. I just came back from Iraq, Kuwait, Moscow, Krasnodar. Anywhere I wanna go, that's where I go and I get respect. Because the type of nigga I am. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they might be on the radio a lot, you might see their video a lot, but they don't get no respect. And when they come out in the streets, they be petrified. I don't want to live that type of lifestyle and I don't want to be that type of nigga. So I'm a grind from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? It might take me a little bit longer. It might be a lot more work. I might not win awards and be on these videos and all that from the beginning. But at the end of the day, when I get there, I'm going to feel comfortable about it and ain't nobody going to be able to take it from me. That's the way it really go. So Wayne Do Rock been grinding from the ground up. He ain't been doing all that little faggot shit niggas be doing to try to get in position either. You know what I'm saying? We grinding from the muscle. That's how we do it and that's how you supposed to do it. So everybody that's listening, that's an artist, that's trying to get in the game, that's trying to do their thing. The game is getting smaller now because of the internet. It's the opportunity for the world to get music instantly without no distribution company, without no record label, without no CEO and no A&R. Like the game getting smaller, it's an easier opportunity for people music to get heard. So y'all can follow the same formula, be real niggas and do it the real way, opposed to doing it the fake way like these dudes do it. You know what I'm saying? That's real rap.
That's a good one. There is a secret society that we know. There are many secret societies that we know. There are secret societies in the music business that we know. The higher you get up, the more homosexual it gets.
The door is open.
Yo, listen, no, this is not a strike at homosexuality. I'm just saying, the higher you get up, further them doors are, you open up the rooms, the funnier the shit that's going on in the rooms.
Y'all fucking each other up there?
Excuse me?
Y'all fucking each other up there?
There's a lot of shit going on, man. Like, I mean, let's keep it real. Like, I'm not into bashing no set of people. One of my favorite uncles was a homosexual. You know what I mean? May rest in peace. He's one of my favorite uncles. So this is not about that. I'm just calling it the way I see it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in the music industry, you have, look at the trends, right? If you follow what's going on in the trends, rappers have adapted homosexual fashion the way some rappers dress, the way the gays dressed years ago. It is what it is. It's just a fact. You can't dispute fact.
Successful rappers or rap as it is now?
I'm just the culture, just rap. It's not just whether they're successful or up and coming.
But you were saying if you got hired, it got...
I'm not talking about even rappers. I'm talking about the people in control. The higher you up, the executives and people pushing buttons, behind buttons. Do I think that they playing with boys? Yes. Some of them. Not all of them. I can't say exactly who, but I hear stories. You hear stories too. You've probably been in this business longer than me. And you probably been across, slowing that door. You know, so it is what it is.
One of those a few weeks ago, yes.
A&Rs like Terry Myers have exposed the industry, and Terry Myers said that the artists are drugged up and videotaped doing homosexual acts and then blackmailed with the footage so they can be controlled.
I'm telling y'all, they fucking niggas around out here. Y'all, they are fucking niggas around. They giving niggas some shit that ain't even what you think. You fuck around, wake up tomorrow, shit, ass nigga with a footy on, and don't know what the fuck you just did. I mean, real shit. Your motherfucker meat pistol fucked up and your ass hurting. You don't know what the fuck to say. You don't know who to tell. But this is what the game is going to. That's what it's going to. Then, here it is, it's time for a contract to come out. Nigga wanna sign you for 5 years, you like, nah, dog. So you don't wanna sign with us? Nah. Nah. Man, pop in the tape. Show this nigga what he did last night. I'm serious. Dude, this real shit I'm telling y'all though. Pop in the tape.
In an interview with Doggy Diamonds TV, the videographer Choke No Joke spoke about the child molestation charges against the 6th individual, Africa Bambaataa. If you actually look back, you would see how fruity these guys were. But back to the Choke No Joke interview, he also speaks about how he would have been offered better job opportunities if he had performed some homosexual acts with an executive. But Choke No Joke refused to partake in such activities.
A lot of us in the industry, we hit this brick wall where we get executives that try to sleep with us for us to move forward in the industry. Right?
Also in the Choke No Joke interview, he spoke about Funkmaster Flex and exposed him for having to perform homosexual acts to get the success he has had.
Flex, we know what y'all doing. I know what you did to get where you at, Flex. You can't get mad at me because I didn't succumb to that shit, my nigga. Yo, dog, I'm sorry you had to do what you had to do to advance in the industry. But I'm not here to get my asshole blown out. I'm not here to take it in the mouth. I'm trying to be a man. Let me be a man and be successful.
This was also touched on by the rapper Nas back in 2002, where he said,
I'm praying for them. Out swinging. I'm praying for them. Big up, to all of them, and I hope that they do well. Big up to Flex. Stop taking so much kizak and his mizouth. You know what I mean? Talking all that corniness, taking money under the table to play records, dropping bombs, all corny and all of that. Change your format, dude. Flex. Look at Flex, man. Look at his face, man. You know what I mean? Look at listen to his voice, man. It's corny, man. Everybody know this, man. I don't know why you rappers be in his face acting like he's live or something, man.
You know why.
I mean, yo, Flex, if you listening, man.
You know why.
You know why, man. You know I told you, man. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes up here acting, taking money on the table, play records, act like they the ones who know.
I cannot believe that I'm sitting here with the infamous World. This is my second time meeting with you, and you have your Quran, and you have a woman with you who is wearing, what do you call this?
A kimono.
Okay, it's fabulous. Is that Chanel? It matches the fabulousness of her boots, but clearly she is with you in your faith.
Exactly.
And your faith is
Islam.
Islam.
The true Islam. Islam. There's only one Islam.
How long?
Not the Nation of Islam and all that. The true Islam. True Islam.
Okay. What do you think about Michael Jackson? Before I get off the religion subject and becoming a...
I think Farrakhan profited off of the message being spread, and I think Michael's lost. He don't really understand what true Islam is, because what they're practicing is not true Islam. They believe in Elijah Muhammad, and it's just all twisted up. That's not Islam. The only Muhammad is the Prophet Muhammad, may peace and blessings be upon him, from Mecca. That's the only Prophet Muhammad.
How long have you been practicing?
2,000 and something years now. I've been a Muslim all my life. That's all our nature. That's all our birthright.
Did you grow up in a Muslim household?
No.
How old are you?
29.
And where are you originally from?
Brooklyn.
You got a lot of stories that kind of ride with the legend of World. Most of the ones that I've heard aren't so nice. They don't paint you as such a nice man.
Well, that's just people trying to discredit me.
Yeah.
Because they know what's got to happen.
How do you make your money? Any money? By muscling people?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't muscle people. Music, I used to dibble and dabble into certain things, but
block
music,
hugger?
No,
okay.
Never a block hugger. But music.
You had what appeared to be a serious relationship with Little Kim. I have to say that in Kim's career, from beginning to this point, the only man I know of her being involved with in a romantic way is Biggie, and she only had a piece of him, because we all know the rest of that story. I mean, say what you want about Little Kim, everybody, and she's popped a lot of coochie in videos, and her lyrics and all like that. But as far as known hoedom, I don't know Little Kim to be a sleep around like that.
She's not. Kim is a very good person.
How did you meet her?
Me and Kim was in first grade together. Went to school together. We would grow up together from kids.
Tell me about your brother. At one point, he was dating Kim. Tell me the story
My
of
brother.
It was your blood brother.
Yeah, my blood brother.
Was dating Kim.
Yeah.
Okay, I did have that story right.
You got it correct.
And he was killed?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
In 99.
How did it happen?
Yeah, shot.
You say that and toss your hand like it happens every day.
We all from the street. Like, it's not like we not new to something like that.
Yeah.
The streets swallowed them up. Allah called them back. That's the best way I could say that.
Is he your younger brother?
No, I'm the youngest.
Was he? You're the youngest. So I'm picturing in my mind that Kim comes to you for consoling, and you fall in bed together?
Nah, that's not how it happened.
How did it happen? World is here, everybody.
Me and Kim, all good comes from Allah. Me and Kim, we seen each other, me and Kim we always had a thing for each other. So that was that. But I don't really want to talk about that, Wendy. You know what I want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about what's going on in the world today. That's what I want to talk about. Forget Kim, forget all of... Yeah, let's really talk. Forget all that. That's small talk.
Why'd you break up? Because I'm picturing if you're with Kim that you'd be on...
All right.
You'd be on some collabos.
We're on two different sides of the fence. She's on that side, I'm on this side. I'm on a straight path. I'm following Islam. What's going on in this type of thing here is... It's not Islam.
And I respect Islam, but just because you're not, you don't practice Islam does not mean that you can't get along with other people.
But if you being a direct enemy to Islam, then...
What is Kim that makes her a direct enemy to Islam?
Kim is part of that secret society.
Secret society, what is that? What is a secret society, World?
It's the Masons and the Eastern Stars,
Okay, Masons and Eastern Stars. Everybody, now we're getting someplace.
Yes, we are.
It's like pulling teeth talking to you. A beautiful smile, I might add. Very, very nice. Okay, bring us into the world of what Masons are about. And an Eastern Star is the female to Masons.
Right.
I did not know that she's an Eastern Star. Tell us about Masons first.
Okay. The Masons, they're a little secret society of people. And them and the Jews, they sit back and they feel that they make the decisions on what's going on in the world today. But they could plan, but Allah is the best of planners. So what's going on is, it goes from the presidency to the music industry to the courts. But let's talk about the music industry for a minute.
Okay.
All right, now, you got a lot of these cats. If you hear them in their rhymes, a lot of them is spitting the language. And they're really nothing but puppets for the bigger people. And, everybody knows that. Everybody knows about these people, but everybody's scared to speak up.
Well, I want you to speak, and I want you to tell me, because right now we're talking in secret language.
I'm giving it a jump deep into it.
Okay.
All right, now, in that little circle, you all know that you have to be sworn to secrecy.
Yes.
So it depends on what type of level you in this thing, to whereas how you have to be sworn to secrecy.
Gotcha.
These rappers, they know how to go. They got to be sworn to secrecy by homosexuality.
Okay, now we're getting to the crux of things.
Right.
What are you saying? Because I know Masons, and I know guys whose fathers are Masons, and they've aspired to be Masons, and I briefly know the Eastern Star Is an Eastern Star supportive of the homosexuality by way of partaking in lesbianism?
Both.
Okay.
Turning dudes out and all kinds of things. That's all they're about. Sex, drugs, and cash.
Okay, wow. The biggest secret then within the Mason organization is the homosexuality.
Of course, they don't want that to be exposed. That's why they don't want me talking. That's why they do what they do, so as I don't have no voice, because they know.
Let's start naming names.
What do you mean? Jay-Z, Puff, 50, Russell Simmons. Where you want to go with this thing?
I'm not surprised. Keep going. I'm flinching. I'm poofing up my hair, everybody, in that way of saying, look, he's not saying anything new to me. Go ahead, world.
Exactly. All them dudes, man. All them dudes, but...
Ja Rule and 50. What's that all about?
Wow. You know they beefing over a homo.
Shut up. I mean, keep talking.
Yeah, they beefing over a homo.
Is this a transvestite?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I don't get that deep into it. But you know the word come back to me. Because, you know, people want to expose them. You know how the homos do. When you're trying to be on the down low, they're going to blow you.
I get the calls all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But back to what's going on. Now, as far as with the Masons go.
LL Cool J?
He's one of the big, come on now.
Okay.
He's the first one on Def Jam doing his thing and all that.
Look, nothing new to me.
Yeah, exactly. Uncover it all.
So Russell, being king of Def Jam, and I've always looked at Def Jam and the artists.
But okay, listen. Only thing you have to do is pay attention to the way these dudes look.
Okay.
These dudes is grown men. How you running around in all these videos and all that and you don't got no facial hair? That's because they're imitating the people that built the pyramids. If you look at them dudes throwing up the dynasty sign.
Okay.
They throwing up the dynasty sign. That's a diamond. The pyramid is actually a diamond.
Right.
Half is up top.
Right.
And half is down low.
Right.
Yeah, this is what these dudes represent, but they really don't know what they following. They're really, really lost. Like, the devil is really fooling these people. They really don't understand what they following. They're just soldiers and puppets for the bigger people. And if you pay attention to what's going on, like, they're really trying to step into the Muslim world with their music and all that. You see these dudes now in videos, all in deserts and all that, on camels and stuff. You understand?
Yes.
Exactly.
R. Kelly.
Come on now.
Okay.
I mean, he's a puppet. So they trying to, get into the Muslim world.
Clive Davis.
Exactly. They trying to get into the Muslim world and, and corrupt our world. And and it's not just being used on that level. I mean, even up to the president. All right, let's look at it this way. All right.
What are you saying, that the president is down?
Of course. I mean, he called the shots. Him and his little circle.
Yeah.
He calls the shots. And
what's wrong with women? I mean, what are we, lepers? I don't understand. What do you think comes first? The urge to be down or the joining of the organization and finding out what you have to do to be down?
This is what it is. Right. A lot of these dudes, they want a few dollars.
Right.
So they don't really understand what's going on.
Right.
A lot of them right now wish that they didn't have to go that way.
World is in the studio, everybody. I believe that too. I've always said there's born, and then you're down, and then there's turned out for things, whether it's money or fame or whatever.
Exactly.
And
all right, let's look at
Puffy,
this.
Mace.
Exactly. You know why Mace left? They got dudes faking their deaths and all kinds of things. Like, this is really crazy. Exactly.
Is Tupac alive, World? I mean, because you said fake deaths, so I just want to go back.
It's a movie called Wag the Dog. Dustin Hoffman and Robert De Niro was in it.
Okay.
They show you in there how America fakes wars when the president is about to go through a scandal.
Yes.
They fake a war, all Hollywood scenes, and so you can be thrown off from the scandal, and then you know what, World, and when
my palms sweat as I talk to you,
and when it's time for whoever the Hollywood producer they're using or whatever, the people's involved, right? They gotta go. They gotta go.
So where is Tupac?
Who knows? Maybe he thinks he's in paradise,
but he's not here on Earth anymore. I'm asking you, is Tupac dead?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if he's here on Earth anymore. But from what I can see,
was Tupac getting down?
Of course, from what I could see, he's around. He's around, and a few other people. But
who? Biggie. No, was Biggie?
I don't. Me. That's.
Look. You know what?
I mean, was he about to expose it? What was going on?
You and I, or not you and I. I'm pointing to Art. Art. We've talked about for ages, but I'll tell you what. I was always saying, not big.
Oh man. All right, let's.
Would Big be with Bad Boy if he was alive today?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, he was trying to do his own thing. Why would be involved in this and be under somebody?
You used to do a lot of hanging out in Los Angeles. You lived out there for a moment of your life?
No.
Okay, did you bodyguard Eve? What was your affiliation with Suge?
Nothing. I don't even know that guy.
Okay. Well, this is why I'm glad to have you in here.
Wow, these are rumors.
World Everybody is a rapper just getting, a taste of, a little radio airplay. We play you here at the Wendy Williams Experience. I'm very excited about talking with you today. Do you have children?
No.
Who is that woman with the fabulous boots?
I see her right there.
No, but who is she to you? Do you make love to her?
Personally, right?
Yes.
A Muslim man is really not supposed to have sex unless he's married.
Okay, so is that...
So if I would be making love to her, I would be married to her.
But did you have sex with Little Kim? You said technically, so...
Of course.
Yes, you did have sex with her.
Yeah.
Was that good? Can she swallow a spray can? You know what I mean? I mean, was it good or was it just regular? She's just a regular woman in sex. I mean, was it circus? Really?
You don't know if she the queen bee for real?
Is she, or is she just a woman like the rest of us?
Kim is Kim. What can I say? That's Miss White, Queen Bee. She's who she is.
Do you drink champagne?
The Wicked Witch of the East.
Are you still friends with her?
I mean, we cool. I don't have nothing against her. Kim is not a bad person. She's caught between the rock and the hard place.
Okay.
They sent her out to do something that she wasn't able to do. I'm a grown man.
As an Eastern Star, what did they send her out to do?
They tried to get me to join the homo club.
Okay, I got you. How did you find out that Kim was an Eastern Star? Because in my opinion, that's something that you keep a secret until you can unfold it to somebody.
Well, she never really... See, what they got to understand is that, and this is for the record, Kim never exposed nobody's private life.
Right.
Kim never exposed their secrets. So... as hard as they being on her, they don't have to be because she was loyal to them. Yes. So they really should be letting her eat instead of doing her the way that they do her.
Okay.
Because she's not eating the way she's supposed to. She never exposed nobody's private life. Oh. She never exposed their secrets. But, all good comes from Allah. I can sit back and read through things.
Okay.
Because this is something that Allah blessed me with.
And what kind of things were you reading through? Did she have, how?
I mean, you can just, it's all in the lyrics. It's all in all they lyrics.
So then one day... she wants to introduce you to some people.
No, it wasn't. It didn't come out that way because, me, I'm always speaking out against them. These people are enemies to Islam.
Why the rap industry? I mean, there are so many other places that the Masons, the Elks, the president, so many other industries to conquer.
Because this is, Malcolm X said it. When Malcolm X said it, he said it the best. He said, America has the best weapon in the world. It's not a bomb. It's not a gun. It's the media.
Up next on The Experience.
Ja Rule and DMX.
I don't really know the situation of what's going on with him and DMX, but I know him and Loose Change, they beefing over a homosexual.
The Experience continues after this.
This is Chuck D, Public Enemy, #1. You are listening to the best of the Wendy Williams Experience right here.
Wendy Williams and World.
When Malcolm X said it, he said it the best. He said, America has the best weapon in the world. It's not a bomb. It's not a gun. It's the media. Yes. Because they can make the guilty look innocent and make the innocent look guilty. Now look what they did with 9/11, right? 9/11. In July of 2000, the Jews bought the World Trade Center, bought the Twin Towers, and they upped the insurance on it. Right? They upped the insurance on it. So 2 months later, 4,000 Jews worked in the World Trade Center.
Gotcha.
2 months later, 9/11 happens, but not one Jew shows up for work that day. But then they blame it on the Muslims, and then not only that. See, it was.
Oh my God.
They reaped a few benefits.
Okay.
They got the insurance money, but then they also got a chance to wage war against the Muslims because the Jews know the truth.
Look, you're making my head spin now with your speak. Wow. Do you watch TV?
A little bit.
Do you go to the movies?
Only when it's a jewel in it.
What's a jewel?
A jewel is some knowledge.
Okay. Do you drink champagne, brown juice, smoke blunts?
No.
Cigarettes?
No. I don't get high. I don't do any of that.
Are you currently having? Are you?
I have a Fiji water sitting here.
Got you. Are you currently having sex with the nice young lady in the room, with the beautiful smile and the sexy boots, and that fabulous little head?
Wow. Yes.
Okay. Does she have children?
No.
Do you love her?
Yes.
Did you know her while you knew Kim?
Yes.
Were you faithful to Kim?
Of course.
Was Kim faithful to you?
Allah knows best.
No, but I can't talk with him. I'm talking with you.
I can't really say, but from the way it looks, no bet.
No bet that she was not faithful.
No bet.
What is her relationship with Hillary, her longtime friend and confidant, and very, very close to the cipher? And a nice woman, I might add, but I've always wondered, what's that real relationship?
You know what I mean? That's her manager, I guess.
Okay. Missy?
Yeah.
I'm going to just throwing names out to you.
Of course.
Mike Tyson.
You know.
Okay.
You know.
LeBron James. Shut up. What are we saying?
You know what we saying. You know what you got to do.
Pharrell.
Come on now.
Shine.
Exactly.
Tommy Mottola.
Exactly. Wow, you see what he did to Michael. You see what he did to Michael.
Allen Iverson.
Come on now. They all part of that little secret circle. But see, what they don't see is really and it's really frustrating because they're puppets and they really don't understand what they're doing to my people. This entertainment industry money this is the same money that's being used to hurt my people, to hurt the Muslims. I mean, and it's
What was that stuff that was printed in the paper?
About what? With me and Loose Change?
Yes. What is Loose Change?
50 cents.
50 cents.
$2.
I just want to be sure.
$2.
What was that printed in the paper? And I want to get into that. You went to he was up there on Flex's show and he was doing freestyle and said some disparaging things about your then girlfriend, Little Kim.
Right.
I happened to hear that. I was on my way to a party and heard it all go down. You were downstairs waiting for her to finish the interview, or you raced there as soon as you got a phone call? No, excuse me. He was upstairs freestyling. He said some disparaging things about Kim.
Mm-hmm.
You met 50 and his crew downstairs.
Right.
And
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
Tell me how it went down.
No. First of all, I don't know what happened with Duke that night.
Okay.
He, you know what he do. He's working with them people. So, they have people in high places.
Mm.
So, he was shook. I don't know what happened to him that night, but he threw my name all up in the mix. And it was him that did that. It was him that put my name all up in the mix.
And then there was a shooting going on in Jersey City at one of the hotels. Do you know anything about that shooting?
No. I mean, I don't play games.
Yeah.
I am not with the game plan.
How do you think about what people in the hood think about your reputation? I'm loved in the hood.
But feared?
People fear. Everybody want to do wrong and live good. Everybody want to do bad and live good. I'm not into that. And the Mason thing is all in the hood. So they don't like the way that I'm coming. They understand what's going on. Right. They know who I am. They see it. They understand exactly what's happening.
People listening to this broadcast, what happens to you once you hit the streets and have to go back to,
What you mean, after this interview?
Yes.
What do you mean, what's going to happen?
I mean, you're saying a lot.
What's going to happen?
I'm finding it very fascinating, but I'm just saying.
These people don't want to hasten on the law's torment. They don't want to do that. They understand. I'm not afraid. I fear nothing but a law, and that's that. So whatever happens is what happens. But they don't want to hasten on the law's torment, because when it happens, it's something that these people is not going to understand. They looking for something. When they see it, they're going to wish to ransom themselves by their children. That's what the law says.
So tell me more about 50 Cent and Ja Rule.
I mean, what is there to talk about?
And Ja Rule and DMX. X?
I don't really know the situation of what's going on with him and DMX, but I know him and Loose Change, they beefing over a homosexual.
Yeah.
That's what they beefing over. They're both dealing with the same dude.
What are some examples of Mason lyrics, like lyrics from Kim or Busta or...
You want to put the CD on?
I would love to listen to...
You want to put the CD on?
A little something. It's a Jay-Z CD.
It's Reasonable Doubt.
Okay, we're going to listen... No, what song should we listen to from Reasonable Doubt?
We're going to listen to... What's that number? Dead presidents, money. Let's look at the presidents. Let's look at what they call their forefathers. They was all Masons. And you have to be a Mason to be a president. So he's out for presidents to represent him. Dudes is down with that, man. And they direct enemies to my people. And before we go any further with music, let's bring the people up to date so they can understand what I'm saying and they don't think I'm crazy and they can understand what you're saying.
Right.
And we could do it. But it's bigger than rap. It's definitely much bigger than music. It's definitely much bigger than music. But they don't even understand how much bigger than music it goes. They playing games.
Why are you doing this interview? This is potentially quite dangerous, world.
This is a message from Allah telling them to stop what they're doing. Leave the Muslims alone.
You had approximately a week since we first made contact. You called me about doing this interview. Weren't there people who tried to dissuade you from coming to see me?
Of course. Bastards. Of course. You know, however they want to do it.
And you...
We could do this the right way, or we can do this the wrong way. Y'all can come and learn and understand that y'all lost. Or when you go against the lost plan, you don't have to worry about me because I'm nothing compared to him. I'm just nothing but his humble servant and messenger.
You're also by yourself today. You don't have crew thick. You just you and your lovely female friend.
I'm not worried.
Got you. No, I got you, Ray.
When you gonna do that though, right?
Well, I got another big interview coming up. So my next real big interview, I'll set the record straight. It's amazing how the media is trying to tear the situation up, because I never even said anything along the lines where people could even get the idea. Well, we should. Ray, I've been trying to work with you for years, my nigga. You're in a position to actually really do some things for me.
I know, but what I'm saying, Raz, like, you can even get your own reality show.
So Ray, nigga, I got you. Whatever.
I need you to rephrase that shit, Raz. Like, you got niggas that hit me every day, Puffy, everybody, Jay-Z, everybody calling me.
Done. I got you.
With you in this Chris Dope shit, man.
I got you.
I need you to, like...
I got you, Ray, and I need you to have me too, because I think
Because it's like, damn, like, you didn't even really have to mention a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really didn't even have to mention a nigga. But I know what you were saying, though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I respect you, Ray. Nah, I would never want to disrespect you, your mom, or your sister.
But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But, and I talked to guess who else I talked to tonight?
Who?
Talked to Marcus Houston tonight, nigga.
What that nigga had to say?
He was just like trying to eat and deny the shit, dog. Wow. He did not deny it, man. I didn't ask him for the truth, and he was like, just like, not saying it wasn't.
Yeah, I got you, Ray. On my mama, nigga, I got you. On God in heaven, nigga, I got you. On God and on my life, nigga, that I died and out of my sleep, my nigga. You never did nothing wrong to me, nigga. You always had my back, nigga. You always showed me love. I got you.
You was just talking like, oh yeah, ask Ray like it's a diss song, but don't nobody know about the shit.
Got you. Okay. So what I do is I do some kind of like little video on World Star. I make it real organic, but I do like a little video where I'm playing a song or whatever, and I clear that shit up for everybody or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I can either do it that way. Hold on.
I don't even want you to play the song. Like, I just want you to be like, because I'm on a whole nother page, and like, you know, I got endorsers and shit. I'm getting a lot of paper now.
I feel you.
So I got niggas, you know what I'm saying, hit me. Now, I can't diss anybody that's any kind of that's sexual in any kind of way. If you like men, if you like women, whatever, you do what you do. I respect you. I love you.
That's my attitude.
That's how it is in this business. I fuck with a lot of niggas and a lot of females that's bisexual and homosexual and cool and gangsters and all that. So I don't want to ever get it twisted like I'm saying it ain't even cool to do shit and cross that path. You feel what I'm saying?
Done. So let's set something up through Young Buck or whatever. Let's set something up, and I'll clear that up real quick for you.
Yeah, just at least tomorrow, just like Ray, my nigga, I got a lot of love for Ray, and when I said Ray's name, it was just because nigga just did something about some business ventures that he did, and I'm just saying I can relate to what Ray's saying about, like, you know, fuck these niggas ain't shit. And then exactly, that's the thing that I'm going through and all the other shit. That nigga's a boss. He was like, fuck them niggas, and that inspired me to say fuck them.
So done. So what I do is I'll start it off with a. That's cool. No, I got you. I started off with a tweet, and then you know people follow.
Like the nigga told me they do each other in the booty. Okay, now we back on the shit again. Okay. everybody gonna call and download the song. You feel me?
I hear you, Ray. I got you.
My nigga, like we brothers, my nigga.
No.
Please, like we just brainstorming right now.
No, I got you. On my mama, cuz, on everything that I'm trying to do.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, Ray, I always fuck with you, nigga. 100. I got it. On my mama. Consider it done. Got you. This is what I need from you, Ray. No, I love you, Ray. This is what I need from you.
And I'm riding with you. You saw what I put out there, like nigga, Razzie is my brother. He is in my friend. You didn't see that interview I just did?
Hell no. I gotta check it out. See, I love you, Ray. Thanks, nigga.
Ask me about the shit.
Yo, let me tell you this. Yo, Ray, for the record, let me tell you this for the let me tell you this. Off the yo, Ray.
I understand where the homie coming from, but at the same time, goddamn, Raz, like, Jesus Christ, my nigga.
I got you. I'll clean it up for you.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I do. I know exactly what you mean. Damn, that's if I said it like that, that's bad.
The most controversial statements that you make, you say, ask Ray J, and don't clarify the shit, my nigga. Raz, what are you doing to me?
Sorry, I'll clarify it. I'll clarify it, Ray J. I'll clarify it, Ray J. I'll clarify it. I got you, my nigga. I need one favor from you. Listen.
What you need, Raz?
Listen, I don't know what your budget is. I don't know if we can do a joint venture between Knockout and B2K Records, but I want to do a small little deal with you.
Man, whatever you want as far as music and shit, you never called me and said I need a song. It's your first time ever doing that since we did the song with Timberland. As soon as I did that, I moved it off my single and that made it our single.
True.
You never called me for anything besides that.
Cause you know what?
I got your back.
That's true. I only ask for things that I need, and I only ask for shit. I'll never pull you in a situation.
Like, I'm not gonna do songs with you and go through all that other controversy and put together controversial stunts with you and not know what the game is. Like,
True.
So I would never be on some like foul shit with you or saying some shit bad about you or trying to come at you in a sideways way. We brothers. So even if I was upset and I was like, fuck you, nigga, you would know that I'm just upset.
So I promise you, no, real shit, and I promise you for the rest of my campaign, you'll be hearing me clearing this shit up for a while until it's completely clear.
No, Raz, please. I don't want you to clear it up for the rest of your campaign. I just want you to say one thing on camera, or I just want you to send out one statement saying Ray is my nigga. He did some shit where they was in a business venture with Chris Stokes them, because Chris Stokes them was some suckers and they tried to steal Ray money, and he did some diss songs about them niggas.
So look, send me that. Ray J, do me an exact favor. Text that shit to my phone.
My nigga, I'm not no motherfucking publicist. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, listen, nigga. Young Buck, text that shit to me, nigga. Text it to me.
I'm doing.
Y'all niggas crazy. Yo, you know what? Where y'all niggas at right now? I'm about to come fuck with y'all. Where y'all niggas at? I'm coming to fuck with y'all niggas. Where y'all at? I got you. Where you at, Ray? I'm coming to fuck with you right now.
And record it real quick. Then give me the number to call at the hotline.
Shut up, nigga. I got it. I'll text it. I'll put in my words. I got it. I got you, nigga. I love you.
No, Raz, I love you, nigga. I need you to do this for me.
Done. On my mama. Where y'all niggas at? Yo, Young Buck, where this nigga at? I'm trying to come to y'all niggas. Where y'all at?
Big thing, listen to me again and send it to me before you rephrase it and I can clean it. But it's like Ray J had some personal business ventures where they tried to steal Ray J's money and he dissed them niggas on the track. He did a diss song and I can relate to it. And I respect Ray for coming and just letting niggas know that them niggas are some snakes and they tried to steal his money. That's all I said. That's all I meant about Ray. He's a boss. He's a G. He stood up for what he believed in when niggas was trying to steal his money.
I got you. I got you. So Ray, yo Buck, can you have Ray put that shit in? So as far as on the Raz B project, what's something that we can do for the Raz B project, Ray? Like on some real shit.
Like I got you on the Raz B project, but that is now, nigga. I got you whenever you need it. But what I'm saying is, come on, my nigga.
Yo, Ray, you still got your label?
Yeah, but I'm with Universal now, and they're calling me like, yo, what's up with this shit, man? And I'm like, they called me yesterday like, yo, why the fuck are you speaking on Chris Stokes and Raz B? And I'm like, what you mean, why the fuck am I speaking on Chris Stokes and Raz B? Them niggas asked me, why did Raz B say, ask Ray J? So what I'm supposed to say, no comment? What the fuck that's gonna look like?
No, I got you. I cleared up for you tomorrow, my nigga. I'm sorry.
That means Ray J was molested or whatever, and he don't want to speak on it. So what I did was I said, my prayers go out to Raz B. He's I know he's in a crazy place in his life, and I got his back, and my prayers go out to him. I said a lot of reckless things about Chris Stokes, which I'm totally in a whole new page now, and I would never do that now. But I said some shit about them stealing my money or whatever, and I guess Raz B was inspired by that. But I got love and respect for everybody.
Got you. So what yo, Buck.
Nigga, Sylvia Rome and Steve Rifkin, nigga, giving me millions, my nigga. On top of VH1 giving me millions.
Yo, Ray, got you.
I got niggas in my corner upset with me.
So, hey, I'll send.
I got the head, and then on top of all that, I got the head of VH1, and I got the head of a couple other niggas that's on some kind of fruity shit, calling me, trying to get my number, taking me out on dates, my nigga. I don't need that either. Oh shit.
No, I feel you. Yeah, no, I know. I already know. Yep.
You know, I heard. You know what I'm saying?
But where y'all at, nigga? But where y'all at?
My nigga, it's niggas that's trying to expose who they are and thinking I'm cool with that.
I got you, Ray. On my mama, cuz. I got you.
But it's going down because of the rumors, my nigga. And I'm in a fucked up position because I will never go out and say anything in the faggot name or anything you say like that, nigga, your career is over. Because, nigga, people that, you know what I'm saying, are in that world run the industry, and I respect them, and I hang out with them.
Guess what, Ray? I tell everybody, some of my biggest checks is coming from gay people.
Anybody's sexuality, my nigga. The gayest niggas is cool with me. I got gay niggas working for me. Every day, I'm not tripping. It's all love. I'm just saying, I can't be caught up saying, why did Raz B say Ray J ask Ray J? Because that seems like Ray J got molested.
I'll clarify it, I promise. Young Buck, you got my word. Me and Young Buck just left on the same floor.
I'm just making sure, and don't be like, yo, Ray did a diss song, here go to diss song. He told them niggas they did each other in the booty and all that shit, because then it's going to spark up some other
more shit. That's true too. Now, you're a smart nigga. You right, I wouldn't do that either, so good. We got to clarify it. I'll release a statement.
Ray J is an executive. He creates TV shows. But he did a diss song back in the day that he was upset about them stealing his money, and that inspired me.
Done. Ray.
You know how big you would be, nigga?
Ray.
You would be the biggest nigga in the industry, my nigga. Yeah. Yep. No, I'm telling you, if you win around, I'm gonna be the spokesperson to stop this shit from happening. It's over, my nigga. You are gonna be the number one nigga in the game, my nigga. Period. And then then how you top it all off is if you love gay people, you love people that's whatever. It's not about that. It's just about stopping people from abusing anybody's sexuality.
I agree. You a smart ass nigga, Ray J. I see why, nigga. Hey, you got $1 million yet, nigga?
I'm telling you what I can do. I'm telling you what I can do for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I want. As a brother and as a friend, I don't want your money, my nigga. I want you to help open some doors for me.
ABC, my nigga. I got Sarah Palin. I got Dancing with the Stars, VH1. I got everybody in my corner, nigga. I can take your shit to the next level right now.
So what do you want to do? What kind of partnership you want to talk about?
I just gotta think about it. Now that we talking, I gotta think about how to structure it. Because I better call Gail and Oprah and them and try to set up the thing with you and Chris Stokes and Eddie Long and the people that happened with him and then a couple other victims.
All right, so
the head guy that's in control of the whole thing and stay out there the whole time. Everybody's out there. Take care of that shit, my nigga, and I got you on some other shit.
Done. Love you too, nigga. Enjoy your night.
Ray J, call me back.
Love you, nigga. Call me back, Buck. 1.
Like, not now that I'm here, now that I'm considered a musician, it's so crazy how these that I looked up to, they trying to crush my mic. And these are people that I used to look up to, used to listen to their record, used to be like, I wish I could make a song with him and her. I wish I could make a song with her. I wish I could make a song with him. Yo, they album is so fire. It's the same people that now that I'm in the industry, is that try to crush my mic. And that's some whack shit, man. That's some real whack shit. Like, I'm so highly disappointed and hurt. I'm so hurt that the niggas that you lay down with, they not even the that you could even talk to. They your ops, man. Everybody in this industry is an op. They only looking out for themselves. They not looking out for you or nobody. This shit right here is so fake. And you want to know something? When I used to be a regular from the Bronx, a hood, when somebody used to be fake to me, it was cool because I could approach them. But now that I'm in the industry, you don't work like that. You just gotta like watch it go. Like, you gotta see people play you and you just say nothing like a. And that is so whack, man. Like, that really been breaking my heart, because the people, the idols, your idols that become rivals. And
don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
We're talking about, I started in the music business when I was 12 years old. So, 21 years later, I'm about to be 33 at the end of this month. It's crazy to me that I've had such a lifespan in this world of seeing amazing things where you can really affect the world in a positive way, and such pain. Such pain.
The main reason I wanted to bring you on today, Kaya Jones, is because of Harvey Weinstein. And you went on, I don't know, Twitter rant. I hate the term Twitter rant. You sent out lots and lots of tweets yesterday. You think the House of Cards is going to come crumbling down, because it's not just him, right?
No, it's not just him. I think, when I came out with my truth earlier this year, it was a big deal to me. I don't think my fans or people that are just getting to know me understand how much it meant for me to speak my truth. It's been weighing on my heart for 10 plus years of being in this business and knowing what goes on behind the scenes and seeing how women and young boys are treated. Sexual advances happen every single day. The casting couch is nothing new.
I can tell you that the number one problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia. That's the biggest problem for children in this industry.
The casting couch even applies to children.
Oh yeah. Not in the same way. It's all done under the radar.
Thank you so much, the Academy and Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey, thank you for killing whoever you had to kill to get me up here today.
I would like to thank Harvey Weinstein. I just want to thank my agent, Kevin Uvain, and God, Harvey Weinstein. The Punisher. Old Testament, I guess.
This industry, like, I hate this industry so much, but I gotta fight it and I gotta deal with it, because I want to show these niggas my talent. And I took an oath when I was 16, and loyalty means so much to me, and loyalty should mean so much to anybody, because let's say if the devil comes to you, right, and so I'll give you $100 million, but I want you to turn your back on God. Would you turn your back on God, or will you take that $100 million? Me personally, I would turn that $100 million, because loyalty to my God, loyalty to my people, loyalty is so important to me. But evidently, it's not loyal. Ain't no loyalty to these.
Actor Seth MacFarlane revealing tonight he knew about the allegations for years and meant this moment at the Oscars as more of a jab than a joke.
Congratulations, you 5 ladies no longer have to pretend to be attracted to Harvey Weinstein.
The difference is that, you know, Hollywood was protecting these people. I came to many people before I, you know, came out with my truth publicly and was told, you know, that I'm foolish or I should just go ahead and do it. You know, a friend that's a very well-known singer, he's a front man of a band, young artist, you know, he immediately told me when I was telling him why I was leaving the Pussycat Dolls, he said, you know, but you should just do whatever they want you to do, you'll be famous. You know, that's how everyone looks at everything, is it doesn't matter what your soul is or you're for sale.
Earlier, the 10-time Grammy winner wiping her Instagram and Twitter slates clean, posting 3 brief videos of a snake-like creature, all setting off a prairie fire of intrigue and speculation.
And then, just this morning, Taylor posted more of the body of that mysterious snake-like creature on Instagram. This all has us wondering what the head of the snake will look like and when this music or what in the world is Taylor doing.
There is more fallout tonight from the Harvey Weinstein sexual harassment scandal. Ben Affleck, who condemned the alleged attacks, is now issuing an apology of his own.
It's incredible that these people think that they can get away with it. I guess because they have gotten away with it for so long. That they feel empowered by it.
Yes, of course. And, you know, the powers that be protect these people in the industry, where managers, agents, publicists, they all are part of protecting the guys. And, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If the executives are happy, they continue to hire you, your career continues to flourish, and therefore you then become famous and wealthy and can continue to pay all of these people. But you're a cash cow, and it's a form of slavery. I know it well. I walked away from the Pussycat Dolls. I said it many times. I just don't think people understood what I was saying when I said it wasn't what was going on in front of the scenes. It was what was going on behind the scenes.
You 5 ladies no longer have to pretend to be attracted to Harvey Weinstein.
Open secret.
Yeah, no, it's not a secret in Hollywood. People think it's funny. It's very demonic. It's not funny. It's beyond measure that young women and young boys are propositioned on a daily basis.
Why yesterday you touched my breast?
Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that. Come on.
Are you used to that?
Yes, come in.
No, but I'm not used to that.
Taylor Swift premiered the video for her new single. The song, Look What You Made Me Do, was released late Thursday night, and it's already breaking records. Spotify says she set a global first day streaming record.
But the great news, in my opinion, is that it's coming out in the woodwork, and what's going to happen with this floodgate is more are going to surface. And then the music industry is next.
There are a lot of celebrities in Hollywood, a lot of actors who are promoting or supporting Planned Parenthood, which is America's largest abortion provider. Do you think that kind of plays in at all to Hollywood elites pushing for abortion?
Of course. I think it's really interesting because, I mean, they have a problem with, capital punishment. Mm-hmm. They have a problem with the death penalty. But a baby or a life that is so pure doesn't have any meaning. That should say how evil our world has become, that someone who hurts other individuals, kills people, or does something that's completely wrong and just should be abolished, in my mind, somehow holds more value than a very pure, innocent life that was just a circumstance. And it wasn't their choice of this circumstance or whatever the circumstances are. And all of them are different that I know. I know many because that's been my world. And to have friends that I know make choices that they didn't want to make and forced into things that they didn't want to do due to the fact that they'd lose their job.
If he's listening right now, what would you want to say to him today?
I hope that he knows that you cannot go around treating women the way you did for as long as you did and never pay a price for it. You know, you reap what you sow.
In honor of those we have lost. And now here to sing the same song she performed at the Route 91 Festival, please welcome Las Vegas resident Miss Kaya Jones singing God Bless America.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you could all lift up your cell phones, light them up, and help me in singing this, it would be a great honor for our fallen and our survivors of last week's attack.
This has been called the deadliest shooting in U.S. history. Stephanie Riggs is also in Las Vegas. She sat down with one of the survivors, Lynn Martinez.
When Lynette sees all of these people packed into blood centers throughout Las Vegas, trying desperately to keep up with the life and death demand, she sees hope, healing, and good overcoming evil.
And now that you have come out alive, how do you see the world?
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Kaya.
So much different. It's so different. I find I have so much compassion towards other people. I just thank God every single day.
And how do you feel about the gunman?
I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it's his fault. He's not right. It wasn't God. It wasn't him. It was another thing. It was an evil thing.
You never really know how you'll respond when your world comes crashing.
This whole ordeal in the elevator, you know, what really transpired, why is that was such a heated thing with TMZ and it just went viral. The truth of the matter is it's got a lot to do with all of them. It's got a lot to do with Beyonce, Sloan, Dame Dash, I threw a curveball at you, didn't I? Dame Dash. What Dame Dash got to do with this? Well, back in internship at Rockefeller Records when they were both cool, Jay-Z had a thing for Aaliyah. I don't know if y'all noticed that. You didn't know that, did you? Yes, sir. He had a thing with Aaliyah. And see, people want to act like it's platonic and they was just friends. Listen, man, that man had feelings for that woman. You know, when you're friends, you keep it friendly. You don't bag up all on them and hold finger lock. Look at some of them pictures, man. I got some folks, some pictures where they finger locking and bagging up at the club. Come on, man. And she bagging all up on him. No. The real ordeal is that Dame Dash, being the player that he was, he kind of swept Aaliyah away from Jay to his arms. Now, Jay, being the man he was, saying, man, ain't no big deal, you know, it is what it is, but it wasn't. Because Jay was the type of guy that never showed emotion. I don't think he showed emotions today. He was one of them dudes that was, you know, an average New Yorker. Hey, whatever, B, you can have her. But it was, he really wanted her. He didn't stand up. So Dame Dash took her. That right there was a little rivalry, but it was nothing because it was making so much money. But, you know, it is what it is, right? So I guess y'all saying, but that don't make sense, Josh. It just don't make sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. Follow me now. Walk with me on this trip that I'm taking you to. Jay-Z never forgot what Dame did. Okay? Now, when Jay-Z had a chance to split, Jay-Z wanted out of Rockefeller anyway because he just got tired of Dame Dash all in the camera. Dame Dash was really like the Puff Daddy of Rockefeller.
I seen all of y'all yesterday. Why nobody told me about a marketing plan about Jay-Z? They trying to take our franchise from us. What you mean bullshit? The fuck? Y'all niggas having meetings about my artist without calling me? Who called the meeting about Jay with all these nice people without me?
The CEO's mind, that marketing plan was me. Say the movie, dog.
How y'all got a meeting about Jay without me? How y'all make any decisions about Jay without me? Huh, John?
Damon, how you gonna have a problem with me?
Because I'm asking you because you here on Jay's behalf. I bet you Jay don't know I wasn't invited. I bet you that.
And Jay was going tired of it. So when Dame went behind Jay's back and tried to do this distribution deal with Suge Knight, Irv Gotti, and this guy, Prince, what's his name? Damn, I can't remember this guy's name. But he owned Rap-A-Lot Records. And his name is Prince something. But anyway, Jay went back and told the Boule. And this is why they gave Jay this big bone. And then Denzel was told by the Boule to pick Jay up and take him to this big ass island where they drunk $30,000. It was $25,000 to $30,000 champagne. If you can imagine this, these bottles of champagne cost anywhere between $25,000 to $30,000 per bottle. And this is when they was bringing Jay in and telling him they got to get rid of Dame. He got to get rid of Dame if he want to go to the next level of masonry. So so now we're past that. When they sold their part of Rockefeller to Def Jam or wherever, this is why Dame can't get over this today. Dame gave his part to Def Jam. Jay goes to the Boule and they make Jay-Z the president of Def Jam. So what does that make Jay-Z? The owner of Rockefeller again. You see how that he played him? He played him. So he got Dame's money. Whatever he gave Def Jam, it went back to Jay. You see that? Now after Jay done used it up and had his family and had his fun, they gave the name back to Dash, which is not worth nothing now. Not even a quarter. You see that? So he still ain't done. So Jay hooked up with Beyonce. Sloan in the middle. Believe it or not, Jay got a thing for Sloan. Don't ask me if they slept together because I don't know that. These things I'm telling you now, I do know. But Sloan had a baby. And Sloan already done taught that boy the rituals because he throws up the goat all the time. Jay knows that Beyonce hasn't given a sacrifice. Now, a lot of y'all want to say she had a miscarriage when she was younger, but she was not in the business then. That had nothing to do with where she's at today. She did have a miscarriage at 14, but Beyonce was not signed and she was not a celebrity star when she had that miscarriage, y'all. Okay, so follow me on that. All right? She hasn't had any type of sacrifice. Word comes up that maybe they can sacrifice her nephew. Believe it or not, that's the talk. Now, here's the thing. Beyonce is on the hypnosis right now. So that's why when Sloan was in TMZ, when they was showing that thing in the elevator, and she was kicking Jay, Beyonce kind of stood like a statue. I don't know if y'all peep game on that. She stood with no emotions. That's because she's under hypnosis. And even when they walked out the building, if you notice Beyonce's face, it's like she was fine-tuned. Did y'all peep that? She was under hypnosis, man. She couldn't even move like a regular person. When she was kicking Jay, she was just barely moving. Y'all saw that now. Now go back and watch it again. She was totally under hypnosis. When she was yelling at Jay and kicking, she was on the back wall. It's like she couldn't move, almost like paralyzed. She was just so not there. So Beyonce been under hypnosis for a long, long time. Okay? By the work of Jay-Z. Sloan hears about Jay wants to hook up with Rachel Roy. Now, it ain't got nothing to do with love. It's just payback. He feels like Dash took Aaliyah from him, and he wants something that Dash can't have because Rachel left Dame Dash. Dame didn't leave Rachel. And the only reason Rachel Roy left Dame because she didn't want her life to be a blood sacrifice. Now, show you how wicked Rachel is. Rachel knew that Leah was going to be a blood sacrifice. She knew this. And she was still having sex with Jay. No, I'm sorry. She was still having sex with Dame Dash, knowing they was engaged. And then met Aaliyah. So this is how phony Hollywood is, man. Then sit down and broke bread with that girl. Done been cool with that girl. And every time Aaliyah goes off and do a shoot, she sleep with Dash. And Jay-Z knew about it. You see that? So while she was going off on Suits, he could get close to Rachel, so his heart could be with Rachel, and Aaliyah was his kick around. And that's what Jay didn't like about him. Y'all see where it's going now, right? So if Rachel Roy is not careful, Rachel Roy is going to be a sacrifice for Jay-Z and Beyonce. So y'all see, now you see why I took you left and then took you right and brought you back around, okay? Now, Sloan knows about what's going down. Sloan also knows that Jay-Z is thinking about maybe the nephew can be a sacrifice. She hearing all this talk, and Beyonce is under hypnosis, ain't saying nothing. And for some strange reason, Sloan decided to go off on him during the award ceremony in the elevator. So, how deep is this? It's deeper than shit, y'all. These people are so demonic and so twisted, they will do anything for that dollar. Jay-Z do not love Beyonce. Beyonce is under hypnosis. Sloan knows all about what's going on. She knows about the sacrificing. She knows that her nephew has been asked for a sacrifice. She don't want to do it, but she might have to, just to make things right. And Rachel Roy is a part of this too. So between Rachel Roy, Sloan's son, someone's got to be sacrificed. Now, it sounds bizarre. I know it don't make sense, but they got to have one. They got to have one soon. Because Beyonce is so under hypnosis, she don't know what the hell's going on. She can't produce one. Now, they could take Beyonce's mom. They really could. But she's so damn wicked, the demons may keep her because they want to use her for something else. And I don't know if you can't see Beyonce's mom as the devil himself. You can just look in her face and she's just evil as hell. All of these things that I'm telling you is connected. Aaliyah, Dame Dash, Rachel Roy, all of this playing out. It's all playing out. It all started with Aaliyah, though. They knew Aaliyah was going to be a sacrifice from the moment he hooked up with her. He knew it. She was gullible. She was very gullible. Aaliyah was very gullible. And he knew he didn't really want to be with Aaliyah like that, despite what he say. He kept Rachel close to him because that's who he really wanted. See, that's how they play you, man. They get something that they mess around, and they get something they really want, because the mess around going to be the sacrifice. The truth on the twins, how they sold their soul, how they sleeping with Akon and all this crap. They're pretty homosexual, man. They go both ways, but they don't understand. They have spirits. They got demonic spirits on them so bad, man. Them guys, them two little twins, they so twisted, they don't know their head from their ass in the ground. From a hole in the ground. They're that demonic. And they didn't choose to be demonic, but it happened because they was empty, they didn't have no light. And when they connected with Beyonce, Satan just took
years in until he released these girls.
Can you tell us your name first?
My name is Timothy Savage.
Tim, before you leave the microphone, though, can we ask you, it's a pretty serious charge to say that your daughter's being held against her will. How old is she, and what evidence do you have she's being held against her will?
My daughter is, right now, she's 21.
Where he had rooms set up for like a hotel for the girls to stay in. And he also had a black room where they do different acts, sexual acts in, and then he had the separate rooms, 3 separate rooms, total 4 rooms in his house, which they have it all identical set up. My daughter's severely brainwashed. She's brainwashed to the point where she says anything that he asks her to say.
I've been reading the blogs. Everybody's saying that, we're lying. R. Kelly's not this monster. He's not that person. I've always been a fan of R. Kelly from day one. I was always defending him until I got behind closed doors, where you have to ask to be, take a bath, permission to shower, to eat, permission to go from one room to the next. He really manipulates your mind because of who he is and his fame. So if it wasn't because of his fame and you're happy because you're with R. Kelly, he wouldn't get away with doing the things they want. So as far as these girls, I feel like they've been in so long that they will need help because of the things that he puts in your head and make you believe everybody's against you.
Disturbing allegations against R. Kelly. Report in BuzzFeed details allegations the singer is holding 6 women against their will at his homes. The parents of one of those women spoke out at a press conference Monday. ABC's Gio Benitez here with the details. Good morning, Gio.
George, good morning to you. The father of a 21-year-old Georgia woman told cameras yesterday he texted R. Kelly to let my daughter free. As another woman who says she lived at one of his properties also spoke out, saying she had always defended the music superstar until she got behind closed doors.
I believe I can fly.
R. Kelly has decades worth of hit singles, one of the most successful R&B artists in history, collaborating with some of the world's biggest names in music.
I'm your angel.
But this morning, he's on the defensive, vehemently denying allegations first published in this BuzzFeed article that he's keeping at least 6 women under so-called cult-like conditions in his luxurious homes in Chicago and Atlanta.
The last time I spoke to my parents may have been about a good on and off for about a good 6-5 months. I haven't really spoken to them because of everything they've been causing problems in my life, about saying I've been hostage and being held against my will and stuff like that. Because I'm very heartbroken of what's going on with this situation.
Are you with other roommates? Are you free to go from where you are?
No, I want
to go from where you are.
No, I want to
go from where you are. No, I want.
Okay, a hard turn now to some surprising allegations aimed at R. Kelly.
Yeah, some families are convinced the singer has their daughters in a cult, and his former entourage is speaking out.
Get with a real player, you know what I'm saying? Take you around the world, make love to you in 50 states.
R. Kelly has never been shy about being a ladies' man, but now the R&B legend is accused by two families of holding their daughters against their will in a cult. The explosive allegations were uncovered by BuzzFeed.
Now at 4:30, Chicago music star R. Kelly facing a new round of accusations of sexual misconduct. These explosive allegations come from the parents of several women.
The allegations were published today in a BuzzFeed News report. In a story that's new at 4, Eyewitness News reporter Leah Hope spoke with the Chicago reporter who wrote the story. Leah.
Tonight, R. Kelly is firing back at disturbing allegations that he's holding women captive in an abusive cult. A BuzzFeed report.
My whole life I traveled all over the world and would go to some of the biggest events to meet clients and have sex with them. They were all extremely rich and prominent members of society. Sometimes they would just want to have sex with me, and sometimes they'd make me have sex with different people. The man who owns me constantly manipulated me and did horrible things to me. He would make me be a dog, made me eat feces. I was kept in a cage. Sometimes he would electrocute me as punishment.
His name is Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. In the media, he presents himself as a bridge between East and West. His kingdom holding company resides in this tower, by far the tallest building of Riyadh. The prince is the 5th richest man on earth, with $21 billion invested in companies like Apple, Citicorp and Walt Disney.
Good. Why are you wearing the abaya?
Because Saudi Arabia.
You have to wear it even for the program?
No,
but
I can take it off.
But here you have to show that you don't wear the abaya here,
Okay,
because now
I'll take
here
it
is,
off.
you cannot wear the abaya here.
I cannot wear that abaya.
For sure.
I can. Okay, it's up to me. It's up to me.
You decide.
Okay, I take it off.
You can put it here if you want. تعال أعلق عباية تعال.
In here, the women don't have to wear abayas.
No, inside the system here, just to work freely, you cannot work with abaya. Abaya will hinder your operation. I discourage to wear the veil inside the office.
Very brief one. And I can ask each one of you your name and your position.
Would you like them to be
I would love to talk more with the ladies, but they are hesitant. Eventually, it is settled. Dina will introduce each member of the palace management and describe her position.
I'm Dina Jokdar, the executive assistant of Prince Walid bin Talal and palace manager. She is Noor Al-Ghassan, Prince Khalid bin Walid palace manager. She is Aman Al-Gahtani, catering manager. She is Fathiya Makhashin, the assistant of catering manager. She is the head department of housekeeping, Jawahir Ruwaili. She is the assistant of head department of housekeeping, Huda Qahtani. She is the secretary of Prince Walid bin Talal Palace. She is my assistant and second secretary for Prince Walid bin Talal.
Doozy for y'all today, man. We got a doozy for y'all today, bro. One Allison Leilani Carter. Some of y'all may know the name. A lot of y'all may not, bro. But she's recently gone viral for dropping some bombshell details in regards to the whole Diddy debacle, but mainly the industry, bro. She claims to have been a victim. She claims to have been a trafficked victim ever since she was a child. And yeah, she's currently trending in regards to videos she's dropped years ago, right? She's been calling out Diddy in the industry for a little bit, right? But she dropped some new videos that have pretty much highlighted what she's been reiterating, or that she's dropped some recent videos that are reiterating what she's been saying for a few years now, man. But what she's saying is very graphic in nature, man. So Viewer discretion is advised. I'll read y'all a couple of lines from an affidavit of truth that she put out in regards to her own experiences being victimized by Diddy, Birdman, Young Jock, and Denzel Washington. And we just getting started, man. Before we tap in though, man, Peep the Drip, shop, StevieKnight.com, man. Link for that, description box below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, man. And yeah, so first we'll get into this affidavit, bro. Let me read it. March 27, 2024 applies to, or in regards to one Brian Christopher Williams, aka Birdman, aka Baby, Denzel Hayes Washington Jr., Sean Love Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, and Giselle Amon Robinson, aka Young Jock. And this describes an incident at the Playboy Mansion here in Simi Valley on or around 2009-2010 while she was in foster care. I, Allison Leilani Carter, previously known as Outlaw, test under oath the following account of mine and all my alter parts personal experiences to be true and accurate to the best of our knowledge regarding the Playboy Mansion after party attended by Birdman, Denzel, Diddy, and Young Jock. My birthday is February 15th, 94. Damn, that's my father's birthday. And this party was on or around. There's only a few snapshots of the affidavit here. She hasn't released the whole thing. Supposedly, she released this information herself, so trying to find a full document. She has it within her possession, man. So anyway, party favors means that kids are literally set on the table and had to wait for people to come choose them for relations. Once they were done having relations, the kids were placed back on the party favor table, and someone else could then come and pick them out from the table and repeat the process. I had to have relations with so many people that night, I cannot remember them all, and some of the other alters hold those memories. Partygoers went into a frenzy / group setting mindset. Once the DJ started the music and turned on the flashing lights, there were fetishes happening everywhere, and they kind of separated them into areas where specific fetishes was happening. For instance, the fetish of having sex in a red liquid was in one area, while having sex with four-legged beings was in another area. People were just in a crazed and kind of frenzy. When the music started, I was sitting on a party favorite table. The main room was big like a ballroom. There were outlying doors around the edges of the room. Some of the doors were shut, but you could still see the food sex table, the party favorite table, and many other things. There were different types of parties happening in different areas of the house. I had to sit on the party favor table and wait to be chosen, the way someone would choose a gift bag off the table at a birthday party. Two guys took me off the table and they brought me. All right, she bouncing around in this, and was part of the Kings of Comedy. He also wore was a part of the Kings of Comedy. He also wore a gold chain. He was complaining that he did an hour set, but there was no one to smash backstage. This comedian broke the no backdoor relations rule and had backdoor relations with me anyway and just laughed. I screamed for my handler / pimp. Everyone was laughing and I ended up getting in trouble. I was then told to have relations on the table with a girl who was my age. Then they brought in donkeys and burros and we had to have relations with them too. There were several girls that had to have relations with animals while everyone watched. Another girl and I ended up throwing up afterward and they rubbed our faces in it as punishment. Yeah, man. So that's just from her affidavit she wrote in regards to some case. It says, State of California, subscribe here on 25th of April, 2024. Allison Leilani Carter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all this shit could be doctor, bro, but like I say, she's been talking about this stuff for a little bit now, man. I'm going to show y'all some more pretty graphic testimony, at least, man. This is her right here. She dropped this interview a few days ago. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. It's about 30 minutes long, bro. But this definitely gives you a synopsis of what's going on. Latest update from Allie Carter, human trafficking survivor.
I never thought that we would see the day where Diddy would get arrested. And I told you guys in that Maria Z interview in 2021 that no one tells on Diddy. P. Diddy. All right? Just the same way nobody tells on Denzel Washington. People don't usually talk and stop and think about the children victims that are going through things right now as we speak, and the ones who suffered through all this bullshit. I decided to stop for a second and do some projects with projects all around, because we just said, you know what? This is our life. It's not changing. We stopped somewhere, and I've been hiding. My mom and I have been hiding. We've had our head down. We've tried to back up. We've tried to tell you everything that we can, and now we have people messaging us, investigators, people that want to talk now, when now it's because it's trending. We're still not on the subject of the kids. All the adults are covering their asses. All the adults are, I left at a certain time, yet you knew children were there. You knew these parties were not okay. They weren't freak-offs. They were satanic ritual orgies. Get it straight. It wasn't just adults in these parties. The adults were responsible for the child sex slaves that were in the party. And one of those children were me. Now, those who are trying to come at us now, talking like, oh, well, now the Diddy's out, now that you can talk. For why? Because we tried to have a case with Child Protective Services. We gave them 8 months worth of evidence. 8 months worth of evidence. That didn't even do a crumb. They took that case and they hid it. If you are a survivor and if you are a real victim, be careful. Because these hotline numbers that they're putting out, I don't trust them. I wouldn't do it.
They take your information to see what you have.
They're taking inventory.
And then they shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking inventory. So don't trust them.
That's her mama talking.
Don't trust the feds. Don't trust the judges. Fuck all y'all. You're all guilty. You're all corrupt. Any attorney that's taking money to defend Diddy, you're nasty and vile.
That's blood money.
That's blood money.
That's all blood money. You do know that, right? Whether you take money for him to shut up, whether you take money from him for period, that's blood money. I don't want anybody's money. You see all the people running? They're ducking and hiding because everybody knows that there is children there. But we're still not talking about the kids yet. When are we going to talk about the kids? Everybody's demanding something from the victims. Why aren't you demanding it from the news? You know he's about to turn into another Epstein, and then the list follows and it circles back into a web. So why isn't anybody demanding any information on the kids? Huh?
Where'd that supply chain come from?
Do you think that thousands of bottles worth of baby oil was for thousands of who? $65,000 worth of hot dogs and pizza was for who? Trafficking over the border was for who? Child Protective Services is your supplier. Is anybody going to talk about that? The immigrants that are coming across the border, that all those kids that they were just scooping up out of boats and out of the water, they're now coming in and they're throwing them right into the system. Aurora, Colorado, Springfield, Ohio. Where do you think all those kids are going? This ain't about an election anymore. Y'all know that, right? The election is canceled. Because everybody that you love, you don't live in the world you think you do. Everybody that you think is not guilty is about to show you who they really are. I've been screaming for years. So now, if you see me over here trying to live a normal life and tying up loose ends as justice, mind your fucking business. Nobody ever thinks about the victims. Nobody. The victims' lives get turned around when the predators' lives want to just get announced. You slap them on the wrist and you bring up every source of trauma for the victim. But nobody wants to stop and think about that. We're not talking about the victims that are still going through the shit right now with other people who are running to cover their ass and deleting their social medias. Pink, Megan Fox, Tyra Banks, Steve Harvey. Why are you running? Our PTSD lives on every damn day that they did what they did. but it's only talked about when it's trending. We got legal evidence to drop. I just don't know what's the point. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party. I was one of the party favors. But I told you, nobody tells on Diddy. Maria Z, I did that interview in 2021, 7 months ago. We made sure, I already knew that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested. I already knew that 7-8 months ago. We went and made sure there were sworn documents. We have them. When we went to Colorado for the A to Z event, we had a lot of legal evidence that we made sure we already had because we knew a list of people were about to get got. You can't run for that long. I'm just shocked we're finally seeing the day.
Real steady.
Actually, on the lap, you're sitting. Did you wait?
No.
It would be her. Abby, isn't Jeremy on the other side? Where am I? I'm going to show you. Ow! All right, Bernie. He's actually going to sit on your lap. No? Okay. Do we have it? The alphabet?
You put your shoulder.